Hi, I'm Chris, your Project Pro, and today we're diving into Scrum, the framework that's revolutionizing how teams deliver results in complex environments. Even if you're not building software, the principles that we'll explore today could transform how your team collaborates, solves problems, and delivers value. So, stick around, we'll break that down for you. Hey, welcome back. For our newcomers, we are all about making project management click. Last week, we learned about Agile, and today we're going to look at its most popular framework, Scrum. The term Scrum comes from an unlikely place, a 1986 Harvard Business Review article, which compared high-performing product teams to rugby teams. The authors observed that the best teams didn't work in isolated sequential phases, but instead moved together like a rugby scrum, passing work back and forth and adapting in real time. This observation sparked something in software developers Jeff Sutherland and Ken Schwaber. In the 1990s, they were tired of seeing projects fail despite meticulous planning. They formalized Scrum as we know it today, presenting it at a 1995 conference and later creating the Scrum Guide, which is the definitive playbook for this approach. What started in software development has now expanded across industries, from film production at Pixar to vaccine development at Pfizer, and even the FBI's intelligence operations. Why? Well, because Scrum works for any complex work where the requirements change and innovation matters. At its heart, Scrum is organized around sprints, focused work periods typically lasting 2 to 4 weeks. Each sprint has a clear goal and delivers something tangible that adds value. Think of it like this. Instead of planning a 6-month home renovation project to only discover halfway through that your needs have changed, Scrum would have you renovate one room at a time, making adjustments based on what you learn along the way. Here's a real-world example for you. When NPR redesigned their digital platform, they broke the work into 2-week sprints, and each sprint delivered a working piece of the platform that users could test. This approach allowed them to shift resources to features their audience actually used rather than what executives initially thought were priorities. This ended up saving them millions in development costs. What makes sprints powerful is their dual focus on delivery and learning. You're not just completing work, you're creating opportunities to gather feedback and improve, whether you're building software, planning events, or managing marketing campaigns. Now, Scrum has some different roles, although there are some analogs to them in the traditional waterfall methodology, but they are kind of unique at times. So, the product owner. This is really the voice of the value of the project. They maintain a prioritized list of what matters and make tough calls about what to build first. Next is the Scrum Master. Contrary to what the name suggests, this isn't a boss. It's a coach and a facilitator. The Scrum Master removes barriers and facilitates meetings and helps the team improve in their processes. Then there's the development team. This is everyone who's doing the actual work, whether they are developers, designers, writers, or marketers. What makes this team different is their self-organization and cross-functionality. And also, because they are self-organizing, they also hold each other accountable for the work that needs to be done for each sprint. So Scrum uses specific events and artifacts to create transparency and alignment. So their events are like a sprint planning meeting. This is a focused session where the team selects the work that they're going to do for this upcoming sprint and creates a plan. Now, this work that they select is based on the product owner's direction of what the theme of that sprint is going to be. Then there's our daily stand-up. This is usually a 15-minute daily meeting where team members share their progress, their plans, any obstacles that they have, but it is no more than 15 minutes. Then there is our sprint review. This is a demonstration of what was accomplished during the sprint, and this is where we gather feedback from our stakeholders. A great example of this is the Lego designers use sprint reviews to showcase prototypes to actual children, getting immediate feedback that shapes the next iteration of their designs. And then there's the sprint retrospective. This is a reflection on what went well, what didn't, and how to improve. I referred to this in previous videos as a lessons learned. Now, in a waterfall project, the lessons learned is done at the end of the project, or at best at the end of a phase. In Scrum, it's done at the end of each sprint, which remember can be as short as 2 weeks. So this is when the team gets together and provides feedback for what worked and what didn't work. The Scrum Master then takes that feedback and rolls it over into the next sprint to make improvements and help the team work better. Artifacts. Now, these are things like the product backlog. This is a prioritized list of everything that might be needed in the product. There's also the sprint backlog, and this includes all the items selected for that current sprint. And then there's an increment. And this is the sum of all completed backlog items, and it ends up resulting in a tangible thing at the end of that sprint. So here's a pro tip for you. If you're new to Scrum, start with just the daily stand-up. Gather your team for 15 minutes each day and have everyone answer just 3 basic questions. What is it that I worked on yesterday? What am I planning on working on today? And what obstacles do I have, or blockers? This simple practice creates transparency and collaboration that can transform how your team works, even if you implement nothing else from Scrum. As we've learned already, Scrum began as a rugby analogy, but has evolved into a powerful framework for teamwork and delivery. Its combination of clear roles, focused time boxes, and constant feedback creates environments where teams can tackle complex challenges with confidence and adaptability. What makes Scrum truly remarkable is its versatility, whether you're managing a marketing campaign, planning a wedding, or building software. These principles can help your team become more focused, transparent, and effective. Next week, we will look into Kanban, which is another agile approach that emphasizes flow and visualization. Together, these frameworks give you a powerful toolkit for managing any project. So if this video helped you understand Scrum better, please share it with someone who might benefit from it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the next video. And drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you about how you might apply Scrum principles to your work. Hey, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.